What's going on, shipmates? We are back at it. We are in Echo today. It is Sunday. It is the weekly reset. It's happened today. What can I say? There is a lot. Well, not a lot. Yeah. Well, there's a lot more than usual going on this week. We got a new event, a new unit to check out. There's a new patrol that I checked out that actually is pretty cool. We also have a new check-in reward system, which is actually the first thing I'm going to talk about because it's actually very, very essential you pay attention because this is a really good check-in event. And then of course we got the Dusty Legacy. We got a lot of mini events going on as well. So a lot to go over. This video is going to be a little longer than usual just because I'm going to go in depth with some of this new stuff so we can really take a look at some things. And you guys can just get as much information as you need as possible. So, first things first, quick update. Level 77, we're at 18.5 power. Still sitting at like 32 out of on the server for Arena. So still hanging around there, stuff like that. So pretty much the same, slowly but surely. Combat gears all changed a little bit here. As you can see, they kind of just moved it around. We got Witch's Den, which I'm guessing is going to be an event coming up soon, probably September, getting ready for Halloween, I'm guessing. Stuff like that, because that just got added maybe like sometime last week that got added. Not 100% sure, because last year, this game has already been out a year, so the last October-ish time frame, I wasn't playing the game around that time, so I'm not too sure if it's just a seasonal slash big event that they do. But I do know the 1 year anniversary was in December, and I was playing before that, so I do remember when that hit. So we're coming up on that again, which is crazy. You know, I've been covering this game for almost a year. That's wild to think about. But anyway, that hopefully we'll see what that's going to be, 2 year anniversary. So, but first things first is we're going to look at, so all that's that. Witch Assemble. This is the event I was talking about going on right now. It's here for 241 more days, so like 6 months, right? So this is just like the Telescope Rally that we had. That's weird. It's only up for 2 more days. Oh, that's crazy. So this was up for like 150, 180 days. So like 4 or 5 months it was up. And essentially you check in on these days, right? Going out, and you get small rewards, and then every 5 days you would get a free SSR or limited one. If you take a look here, as you can see, I completed it all, checking in. And these are the units that you could get. Now, starting out, like if you were just starting out the game and you were able to check in, these are good basic, well, I wouldn't say basic, but good units to start off with. I mean, the limited UR, or the limiteds up here on the top, these top 6 are really good. Horus does a lot of damage. She was used quite often, especially in other regions as well. These top 6 right here are really good units to use to help you get through the game. And then these down here are just, like I said, you get Finru when you first start. As you can see here, I've gotten her a few times. So DPS and AoE damage, she does really good, especially when you get her vibration arm. So this was a really good event that they did to ensure everybody had like an equal fair chance to kind of get everybody, instead of just wasting their time and their currency on just summoning. So it was a really good day. It was, as you can see here, it's still going on for like 2 more days. If you participated in it and got what you could, you know, congrats. But this one is the next one. So this one just started today. I already checked in once, as you can see here, day 1. And it's the same thing. For every 5 days, you get an SSR. And then, as you can see here, in between, you get a Witch at the 7th day. 10, 15, and 20 are regular SSRs. On 25 days checked in, you get a UR. So it does change. It is changing. You're getting better units here. So URs are in this check-in event. So this is really cool. But I did take a look. We'll take a look right now. These units, so these are, okay, the top 6 right here are your URs that you'll be getting. Sharon, as you guys know, is one of my favorites. Great tank for Nebu. And we got Coretta, which she's really good DPS. I did use her for quite some time for Bifrost. Sphinx was okay. A little bit of control. Definitely something just to kind of keep you going. If you had the Nebu factions and stuff like that, or her links, she worked a lot better. Kabui I still use. She's great DPS. I love her skills. Still working on her. She is East Rise. And then of course her partner, which she actually went at the same was featured the same time, Ring. Ring is a healing support. I used her for like a week or two, and of course because she was healing, I ended up taking her out pretty quick. And then of course she was like the 3rd or 4th UR that they were giving out, so there wasn't a lot of URs at that time, so I was just using any UR at that point of time. So, and then last but not least, Dominica. She was the first UR they put out. She is good. Her skills, when she does her super, she's able to trap 1 to 2 people from the enemy team, and they can't do anything. They can't do damage. They can't use their skills. They get stuck. So she was used quite a bit and often when she first came out. I don't see her too much anymore, and I don't use her either. But she is part of Empire, and then of course those are her links. Now, the bottom half here. These we got 1, 2, 3, 6. These 24. These are SSRs as well, but these are the more, that's weird to say, more rare, even rarer than the limited SSRs. These were special events, special units that were featured. These units have not been featured since their first time that they were, and they haven't come back. So this I highly, highly, highly recommend taking part in this check-in event. Because if you get all 24 of these, that's going to complete your SSR table pretty much. If you participated in the first one, that's every single SSR unit pretty much you'll get, and then you won't have to worry about let's see, perfect example here. Yeah, we just had her. These right here, these links. Mira. Oh, okay. Mira's not launched, but I want to say Zendaya, but it's not Zindia. She is part of that check-in. I have not seen her at all since I've been playing this go around, so that would help out there. Lilith is another one that's very, very rare. I've never seen her featured since I've been playing. Daisy has only been featured once when I first started, and I was able to get her. It's same as Coraline. She was only featured once. But these are the units that I'm talking about that were like, you had to been playing. Anubis is one I've never seen. But these units that that have been missed, as you can see right there, there's Anubis. This is your chance to get them. Modred, I've been trying to get her since I started playing. I've never had her in the 2 different regions I played this game, so this is actually quite exciting. But you also have Lilith. There she is. She's another one. Coraline right there. I just saw Sierra right here. Unit that I do see teams still using to this day. Take a look at her skills if you get the chance, but I've never been able to even try to summon for her. Is that Genevieve? She's another one. Tank. So these are all other units that will help you complete those links, the ones you've been missing, if you started after and so forth and whatnot. So very good units here. These are like obviously the better ones. Mochi here, I used her when I first started this game. As you can see here, I've gotten her twice. She was very good. I did like using her. She's a good DPS unit. So some of these units here are still viable, and you can still use them now. And I do still see teams that still have SSRs in them, combining them with some of the URs based on skills and buffs like that. So very, very good units here in this event, this Witch's Night event. So, and if from what it looks like, this witch on the 7th day, that's going to be the Prinny that it says that you check in for free to get Witch Prinny. There she is right there. And then of course those other 6 that I mentioned up top will be the URs. So interesting chance, because I'll get a chance to get another Kabuhi here and start break through her, as well as Sharon. So definitely I'll be jumping up quite a bit here when these units, if I get lucky enough, because when you get to it is random. I will tell you that when you hit that SR, that first SSR, is going to be somebody from this pool, and it's going to be a random. But I will say, once you get somebody, you won't get them again. So that's the way it worked for the first check-in event that they had, the one I was talking about before. So you can pretty much kind of count down, like, okay, you know, I've gotten, you know, this half already, then I'm getting somebody here. So that's how that works. I wanted to go over that first, because that is probably the most important thing update wise in this game. So definitely partake in that, at least, you know, even if you don't have time to really do all the daily tasks and stuff like that, or participate in all the patrols, just go in, check in, get those units, and then check out. So all right, so next we're gonna just go over this little stuff here. We got Lotus Wishes that's funny. Wishes is back. It's here for 3 or 4 more days till probably Wednesday. You get stuff, you get fishing rods by doing dailies. You throw the fishing rod out, whichever. You have 3 different types of kois in this pond, and then you get rewards based on the rarity of the koi fish. So Dusty Legacy is still here. It's almost done. There's only a day left. It'll be done probably by Tuesday. Something I didn't go over before, kind of the strategy for this. You want to get the gold boxes. That's the main drill. So if you're playing for free, if you're free to play like I am, you only get 1 key a day. And that's by doing 100 daily activity of the daily task. Once you hit that, you get your free key. And then of course you get these other managed cards, which is up here. As you can see, I have 34. Those are used for this here, like a different area of the part of it. So, but what was I go? Oh yeah, so the strategy here is to get your 1 daily key, and then, because once you go in, it's going to have these boxes already laid out. Now sometimes it'll be blue, purple, or the yellow boxes. As you can see here, they each have their own little reward system. So obviously you want to start going for and that's the main strategy. I think I might have skipped something there. Sorry about that. So like I was saying, the main tactic is to kind of refresh until you see these gold boxes. So, and then if you don't see any, refresh it, keep the key for the next day, and then keep trying, because these gold boxes are going to get you the best rewards. They're going to get you these vibration arm selection chest. This is for pieces, not the whole vibration arm. So you'll get pieces of these, of any of these 3. I believe it's choice, so you can get to pick which one you want to save up. So if you have any of these 3 units here to the left, those are the weapons corresponding to them. So if you're trying to upgrade it and max it out, that's the way to do it. And then while you're doing all that and you're getting these experiment records, you can go to the store and actually get more of the unit. It costs 10,000, as you can see there. So Dusty Legacy does pop up from time to time. I would say probably like every 2 weeks or so. So it's just something to keep in mind, and that way you kind of know how to use it as it comes back. Beast Warden Star is this week's Glory Star Progress. You will get 20 Gashbron tickets for this week, because we do have a not a Neolith, we do have an Elemono featured this week, so we'll look at him in a minute. So those are the 2 mini events. Now going down to the unit featured events. Of course, Worlds Apart is still here for another week. Everything is open, all 3 chapters of the story. It's done and open, so you can go in and get all those rewards. The newest one is Dream Devourer. This is the newest unit. I believe her name is Anna. We'll double check. I don't remember. I looked at it earlier. Anyway, same thing. Really dope looking unit. Love the design. The old school musketeer, or not a musketeer, wow, musket rifle there is pretty dope looking. She's got the crows. She's got the dead ghostly bodies in the back, kind of just floating there, doing what they're doing their thing. So, of course, we have the usual, the 3 daily tasks, achievements for doing the chapters, stuff like that, and then of course the standard achievements there. Raven Pack, those are if you want to buy and use your bot diamonds. That's where you can use those at and get stuff for her. The store has been the same, has the same stuff you can claim. And then a reminder, you do need 2,000 of the Raven Feathers or the currency for this featured event to unlock the 5 free summons you can buy. So just a reminder on that. This here is a little free resources if you do get the unit. You can come in here, and then if you break through, start breakthrough her, each time you do it, you get some more rewards. Then you can pay here to the right, get the super value deals, and you get even more better rewards. So if you want to double down on the unit, put some money in, fully do it, I would definitely advise to get the super value deal, because then once you get down here, you get a free whole unit. That way it takes away a little bit less that you have to summon for. So boss mode is Vitka. She is here, the challenge, so doing all that will help you. Now if the boss, this is Vitka, so pretty much if you haven't done this before, boss mode, you come in, you do the challenge, it's her, she has a team with her, of course you use your team, and the more, each time you knock her out, you get points over here to the left, and the higher you go, the more rewards you get. You get little Neolith summon tickets, and then you get the development resource random chest, which is any of those there, and then pretty much you just keep going down, and so forth. Now, if you do want a little tip to kind of get better points or get more points and stuff like that, definitely take a look at the round 1 boss skill. So you can see here there's 5 different skills that she uses. So it kind of, once you bring it up, it kind of goes into depth of like exactly how much damage and which skill she's using. So what you want to do is kind of look it over and then change your team to counteract these skills. Something that Vika does is she does do shield ignore damage, so that's something to keep in mind. So you might want to last maybe a little longer, maybe a tank that does healing as well and not just shields. That way you can kind of stay in the fight a little bit longer. And then there's a special here, Dangerous Echo, immune to control and rage reduction. So that's something to keep in mind, and revives all allies upon death and increased all of her attributes. So what that means pretty much is, because each time you knock her out, she gets stronger. She comes back stronger. So that's kind of how it progresses. You get 5 rounds no matter what, and you try to knock her out as much as you can. Each time you knock her out, she gets more health. Her level goes up, obviously, and her skills goes up as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. So looking over that, of course, each boss or each event has a different boss, and each boss uses different skills, stuff like that. So just a little tip to kind of, if you want to try to really max out those points or whatnot. And now, the story mode for this unit. So, oh, it is Anna. I was right. Okay, cool. So, as you can see here, this is the file regression style of story and not the regular expedition type as the last event that I just showed. So what I do is I just click there. I don't really dive too much into the story, and then get the rewards. Now you can walk around and like do it kind of the long way if you want to and really explore the map. There isn't any like hidden stuff. I've done this a couple times with different events and stuff like that, and it's pretty straightforward. Like they don't really hide anything else that I've seen or come across. If you have, then comment and then let me know. Now I do know in regular file regression, the part of the game, they do have like hidden chests, stuff like that you can kind of go around and pick up, and other little things, stuff like that. But for the most part, I just click here on the event and it automatically is going to take you to the next part of the story. And there are a couple little different mini games, like real simple kind of like stuff, nothing too crazy, nothing. It takes like 30 seconds or something to get through it, so it's really quick. Boom. And then once you're done, that's it. You get all the rewards as you do the story, so there's nothing else to grab. Once you finish, and then you can just exit out. And then of course, don't forget to go back to the daily section and get your achievement for completing the first chapter of the story. And of course, like always, every 2 days they unlock the second and then the third chapter of the story. So that's Anna's event. Now we're gonna go over, before we go into the actual units and we'll look over Anna more in depth and whatnot, also the Elemono, there is a new patrol right here, the Deep Sea Escape. Now this thing is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I like it. It's very different. Now when you come into the game, I don't know, I don't think you have to be a certain level to actually unlock it. It just popped up as soon as I logged in this morning, and it gave me a quick brief of how the game is. But if you're here at this menu and you want to get like a real in-depth and like really look at everything in part of this patrol or little game thing, go to the right here to the left underneath all this info, time frame and stuff, into the introduction with the magnifying glass. Click on that, and then it'll pop up and it'll really give you a deep dive of the rules and how to play. So as you can see here, that's going to be you. It's going to be like this little chess piece. There's going to be these little circle icons that pop up, and then pretty much what you do is you're going to be on this map with 10 up to 10 other players live. So it is a bit of a matchmaking. So once you start it, you get going all over the place. You get 2 chances to play this a day. So I've already used it once to check it out, and I was saving this one for you guys to kind of show you what you do, kind of like a quick game mode. So there's part of the map is going to be covered, so you got to stay in the area. The area does change and shift, and there is also other areas of the map you can go into to hide. This is your attack range right here, this red square. So keep that in mind. Other players have it as well. So when you get hit, there is a revive time, 3 seconds. And I believe once you die, once you get knocked out, after the 3rd time, it jumps up to 10 seconds. And I believe 10 seconds is the highest amount of time you have to wait. And then of course, this was also about earlier, there's dust. Stuff like that you can hide in, we become invisible to other players. Now these are these different buffs that are in the game. The orange ones, as you can see here, speed boost, attack range boost, less revival cooldown, and then the blues is recover 1 HP, become invisible for 10 seconds, that's cool, and then gain attribute boost for 15 seconds. So these are the rewards for getting points. You get points for knocking out other players, and of course there are bots as well, like other random like bots that pretty much stand there for the most part. They really don't attack you, and then you get points for knocking those out. But that's going to be it. So as you can see here, I already did it once. That's my ranking for this server. 1571. I got 230 points. This is going to go on for a week from what it looks like. It's going to be here till the 24th. And then on the 24th, it's going to do the showdown. So I'm guessing it's going to be like maybe top 500 players or something like that. And then they'll do their whole little thing or whatnot. There is achievements to knock out, as you can see here. Getting so many points a day will give you more fight, which is really cool. I did the first one already, right there, 40 for getting 1,000. And then by defeating other players, you get, this is quite a lot. Look at this, guys and girls. Quite a bit. I like it a lot. This is a really cool, something different that I haven't seen them do before, so I really like it. And then of course this is the ranking. If you want to look at that up, oh man, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry guys. Let's get back. And then of course it has its own shop right here. Really cheap for the most part. What is that? Is that pieces of? Oh, that's witch printing. You guys will get. We will get her on the witch's check-in on the 5th day, 7th day. Also, it's actually a whole different unit. Interesting. We'll take a look at that when she comes out. So I'll probably do that next week. And then moving on, you got some other stuff here. You got, oh wow, UR Chimera selection stuff there. Good high end. A lot of URs. This is one of the first events I've seen that has high UR items. So you got the UR Reconnaissance card chest, UR Chimera, ooh, chest selection, UR equipment selection. Those are things I have not worked on, which I am mad at myself because I feel like if I would have been a little bit more on top of it, I would have had some of these full pieces already. And then of course generic bio chip for the UR possibility. That's great. A lot of good stuff in this. I'm really liking this event. So all right, so enough time wasting for explanation. Let's dive into the matchmaking. Let's see how long. I think the first time I tried it was like 30 seconds. Wasn't too long. So let's jump in. So when you jump in, you're gonna be able to move around, and like I said, the goal is just to knock out as many people as possible. The way to knock them out is you just click on them. There's gonna be a little thing on the bottom right, kind of like a radar, and it's gonna pop up who is in your vicinity to attack. And then you just press who you want to attack, and there is also a cooldown of your attack, so you just can't be like tap and just keep shooting like non-stop. It's like tap, I want to say it's like a 3 to 5 second cooldown, then you can tap again. If you guys watch me, you guys can time it to see how long it actually is. And yeah, you move around the map, move as quick as you can, shoot, knock out other players. I would definitely, like, my advice on this would, when you first start, take out as many as you can. Oh, here we go. And then we're just gonna move around. Bam, bam. Oh, I got hit. Oh, it's so quick, so quick. Bam, right there. Moving. Where's this? We're going. So now I will say, the battle, the BR, the points does not necessarily mean anything. Let's see if I can get over there and knock that dude out. Oh, I think I got him. Oh, what's going on? We're moving. Kabuhi, take that out. Oh, where'd he come from? Eton, Sphinx. Oh, there's a dude right there. Oh, Drew Swift. Oh, got him. It's hard to tell. Maybe you guys can tell for me, but I can't. Oh, where? Oh, speed boost. which ones are players and which ones. I'm guessing the red are the players. Or I'm sorry, the regulars. Of course, the ones that are moving. Oh, come on, are gonna be other players. Let's get that power up real quick. Oh, come on. Get it? What do you mean inaccessible? Oh, I gotta go up. Oh, 8 seconds. I don't see them either. Maybe were they hiding? Was there some dust around me? Maybe you guys see them. I don't. Maybe, I don't even know how much time is left. I want to say it's like in the neck. It's like a. Oh, we got 15 seconds before it changes. Oh, they're gonna be in this. Oh, I see someone moving. Oh, he's running away. Oh, he's in there. Oh, come on. I should have won that. Oh, we got another one. Oh. Whack. Paul Spade. Paul Spade. Take him out. Eton. Take out. Healing. Oh, there's someone. Wait for them to come near us. Oh, they're gonna. Oh. I don't know how long the match lasts. Oh, did I get knocked out? No. 5 Crazy is a player. Come on. Get over here. Oh, get it. Yeah, oh. Who's left? Who's what am I, third? Come on, there it goes. A lot of people near me. Oh. Lewis Adams. Oh no, that guy again. Got him. Oh, Trini. Oh no. Edge of the map. That's the edge of the map, by the way. Come on. Oh, there's that guy again. 5 Crazy. Get it. I can't tell if I hit him, if I got him out, knocked him out or not. Come on. So this is pretty much it, guys. You go around, moving around the map, taking out as many people as possible. Oh, come on. Oh, that's it. All right, so that was the end of it. We finished third, 3160. Dang, Wolf was taking people out. Now, something I did not look at, didn't get a chance to look at, but I'm not sure why it says my battle combat power is at 9 million when I'm at 18. So there might be a little section somewhere where you can customize your team, or maybe it's just because on level, and as you level up inside of this type of game, then you just get stronger. Because you can see I'm at level 10. That's a lot of more fight. That was pretty good. So now I'm ranking at 580. Awesome. No more attempts. All right, so that's that. I wanted to show you guys the Dead Sea Escape. Really cool, really fun. I like it a lot. All right, now let's go into the draws and look at these new things. Of course, treasure hunt's the same. Card summon is the same. Elemono. So we got UR Angu here. This octopus with electric hands. Distant Phantom Elemono. There are his attributes right there. You can take a quick look at those. We'll take a look at the 2 skills, the passive and the regular. So, this is a long one. When allies cast their ultimates for the first time, triggers the following effects. Ooh, interesting. Deals 304% damage to 3 enemies and applies 1 stack of spores to all enemies. This effect lasts the entire battle. Now, simple, good. There's a little bit of AoE, lots of damage. Now, what is spores? Reduces damage reduction by 2%. And each round takes damage equal to 1% max HP, capped at 20% of Elemono's attack. Spore can stack up to 5 times and last for the entire battle. When Spore reaches 5 stack, Angu instantly assimilates the enemy, dealing 598 damage plus bonus damage equal to 5% of the target's max HP. So, not bad. Not a bad skill. And then of course here, with a total of 3 ultimates are cast on the battlefield, grants tentacle to one ally with the highest attack for 2 rounds. What is tentacle? Increases damage by 12%. That's a nice little thing there. So 100 is the guarantee on the unit to get an SSR unit or higher. Doesn't necessarily guarantee Angu. It is just, it's a 40% chance of getting Angu. So he's here for 6 days. Check him out. I say go for it. That's a nice little buff if you're concentrating on the more attack part of the team. So who do we have this week featured? Vidka is here. I will put her review in the description, so if you want to check that out, you can check that out. She is good. I like her. Akira is still here. She's here for 2 more days. So she'll probably be gone by Wednesday, but she is East Rise, Support, and Rage Break. And then, of course, we have Morai. She's still here for another 6 days for the rest of this week. We'll put her description from last week inside of the description as well. Now, King of Ravens, Armor Breaker Anna, UR. Now let's take a look at here and try to wrap this up. DPS Armor Breaker, she is from Bifrost faction. So those are her skills. Of course, with the DPS, they're going to have a higher base attack, sitting at 612. Let's take a look at her skills. So skill 1 here, active attack. Fires a black chain, dealing physical damage equal to 81%. Attack to front row enemies. All right, so 3 in the front row, so small AoE type of attack. She also inflicts bonus damage equal to 150% attack on the front row enemy with the highest attack. Okay, so she hits twice. I wouldn't say twice. She hits, and then the one with the highest attack in the front row gets bonus damage of 150%, and then recovering 25 potential. Not bad. We got secondary here. Leads the charge, dealing physical damage equal to 186% attack to the front row enemies again. Okay. She also inflicts bonus damage equal to 150% attack on the 2 front row enemies with the highest attack. Recovers 50 potential. All right, so pretty much the same as the first attack. The only difference is a little bit more physical damage, adding somebody to the bonus damage, so it's 2 instead of 1, and recovering 25 more potential, so a total of 50 potential. Decent. I like it. All right, now let's look at the ultimate. Enemy's heart, dealing physical damage equal to 173% attack to all enemies, so full AoE damage, inflicting bonus damage equal to 150% attack to the front row enemies. All right, so pretty much as she's progressing through the fight each round, she's doing this bonus damage to the front row more and more. So by the time she does her ultimate, all 3 units in the front row are getting the bonus damage. Also applies Heart Snatch to 1 random enemy for 3 rounds. What is Heart Snatch? When Anna takes damage but doesn't lose HP, she removes shield from the attacker equal to 15% of their max HP and deals 150% of her attack as damage. Shield damage is capped at 300% of Anna's attack. Interesting. So this unit, Anna, is a good counter shield unit. She's doing bonus damage to front row, and of course your front row are going to be your tanky, little bit maybe more of aggressive DPS units some of the time, depending on the person. So you're really focusing on the front row with this unit, and most tanks and support units in the most recent months, a lot of them do give shields or bonus shields, stuff like that, 15%, 20%, stuff like that of max HP. So this is most of it, from what it looks like, she can take away I would say probably 80 to 90% of the shield when she does this attack to whoever she's doing it to. Now it is to one random enemy, so you can't pinpoint or choose who it's going to be. But if you have a team like mine, where 4 out of the 6 units are applying shield to themselves and others, then it really wouldn't matter. Most of the team's going to be shielded up anyways. So this is good. I like it. Very interesting. And of course, last is the passive attack. So let's check this out. Whenever an enemy receives healing or shield effects, we just talked about that, deals damage equal to 100% attack to all enemies, plus an additional physical damage equal to 200% attack to enemies affected by, Heart Snatch. This can be triggered once per round. If more than 2 enemies are affected by Heart Snatch, Anna recovers 50 potential and deals shield bypassing damage equal to 250% attack to all units. This can be triggered once per round. Okay. That's a very interesting passive, to say the least. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. So anytime someone heals or gets a shield, or some sort of shield effect, damage is done to them by Anna of 100% attack. So it's gonna be an AoE hit to the whole enemy team, which is good. Now, Heart Snatch, if they are affected by it, it does 200%, does an additional 200% attack to all enemies. But that's only to the ones who are affected by the Heart Snatch. So, now let's take a look again at the ultimate, because this is when she applies the Heart Snatch. Now it is to one random enemy, but it does last for 3 rounds. So there's a possibility that 3 out of the 6 enemy teams could have Heart Snatch. And if that happens, if there's 3, and it says right here, if more than 2 enemies are affected by a Heart Snatch, she recovers 50 potential and deals shield bypassing damage equal to 250% attack to all units. Not just the Heart Snatch, to everybody. So this is very shield counter unit. Is that part of her description? Armor breaker. Yes, it is. That's what the armor breaker is. She's breaking through the shields, doing shield bypassing damage. Now the units that she's hitting aren't going to be losing the shield, but she's doing true damage in a sense. She's bypassing all that, hitting them directly. So Bifrost, if you have a Bifrost team, or if you have I would say if you have like 3 or 4 units that are part of one faction, you just have a few floaters, I would put Anna into your squad for sure. Because right now in the game there are so many different units, tanks, even some DPS units that are giving shields out. Some of them are very specific to certain situations, and some just give it out. I believe, off the top of my head, there was a unit not too long ago that her ultimate gives everybody a shield, 20% of max HP. I have to look it up to see who it is, but that unit was just here, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it was fairly recent. So that unit is out in the game. So this is a counter to that. Yeah, go for it, shipmates. Let's check out the links. You need Zanea here to increase her resistance. If you take part in the witch's check-in event, you'll get her eventually. Ganglerai, and it increases Anna's armor by 18%. Now, unfortunately, she has not been launched yet. So we'll have to wait and see and find out who she is and what she does. Next is Coretta. She's also part of the witch's check-in, so there's a chance you can get her as well, which will increase Anna's HP by 18%, even better. And of course, the last one down here, you need both Caroline and Dominica to activate Anna's attack increase by 25%. Both of those units are in the witch's check-in event. I'll say it again. All of these units, except for Galera, who hasn't been lost out yet, are in the Witches check-in event. Please partake in the Witches check-in event. That is going to help you tremendously if you're a new player, or even if you're like me and you've played for almost a year, but there's just still units that you missed. This is the perfect opportunity. Anyway, I really like Anna. I'm not going to lie. Something, you know what? I got this. Let's try it. I got a few. I got 110 summon. What am I at on the pity? 20. Let's find out. Let's check it out. And no, not this time. But we gave it a shot. I'm halfway through the UR, and of course, see, as you can see here, I've missed it a few times. You see how the little hexagon there is glowing like the sun? That means I've missed the UR hit twice in a row. Let's see if it'll show you. Can I get to a regular? No, I cannot. It's not gonna show. Man. Okay, right here. So this here, if you look on the bottom left, this is gonna be a quick little tangent. So here on the bottom left, as you can see here, that little hexagon shows you what your pity power, I guess you could say, is. So if I get to the 150 and I don't get an SSR, it'll outline the hexagon and be like, hey, the next time you hit that 150, you have even a higher chance of getting something even better, or at the higher rate. Not too much, doesn't play too much here because there's only SSR, but when you get over here on these, on the actual summons, see, I've missed it twice. That means I've hit 60, I've done 120 summons, and I've only gotten an SSR regular. Once you get a UR, that will reset and go back to the regular 50-50 chance. So that was a quick little side banner, just so you guys know. This is a really long video, but I do go over a lot in depth. So thanks for watching, Shipmates. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Subscribe, like, comment. Let me know if I'm doing good. If I'm doing bad, I don't really care. Just hit me up. Other games you guys want me to review, check out, play, go in depth with, let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Fair winds and following seas.